for Aqua. He is yet to win this. He's won the 200 IM, but he is yet to win this
But you're probably okay with that because you're going to win the match and you say, hey, Chase, give us a couple wins in Eindhoven in this event.
Right.
Whole another month to get in shape and get ready is a huge difference maker. The fact that they'll have
6 weeks?
6 weeks off. Not off, obviously, you know, on the swimming mentality.
Right.
A lot of people think off, they're going to the beach.
Yeah.
Off, they're going to train.
Off, they're going to train indeed. And they'll have a good month to be able to do that with, right? You know, if I'm going home, I'm going to go tear it up for the next month. And then I can come down for a couple weeks for the semifinals.
That's what I think to me was so impressive about how good Abby Wood was because, again, I'm not taking anything away from some of the sprinters or middle distance swimmers, but to be Abby Wood and be as consistent as she was in the 400 IM all season long, that's hard because you're not getting it. It's probably impossible to get a lot of rest and continue over the course of a 5-week period to be really good in a 400 IM.
Yeah, you're right, Bernie. I mean, that's going to be very important for them, especially because they know that if they're down going into that second day, that they also can rely on at least the women's 400 IM, and it also, if you think about it, the men's 400 IM too. They have two really good, strong swimmers in Wood and Brendon Smith.
Well, Seto's been that same guy like Wood that has been perfect in this event. Won it in match 2, won it in match 6, won it in match 8. He has been on a tear, folks.
Well, he can take a bath here the next couple strokes and still get those checkpoint points. He's going to score a lot of points here, Bernie. A lot of points because the jackpot has already popped up in 2 or 3 different lanes. And the jackpot is 9.4 seconds. That means if he beats the swimmer behind him by more than 9.4 seconds, he steals their points.
Yeah, Seto actually scores 9 points there at the checkpoint because he was that much faster than even Kalish was.
Yeah, that's something that Kalish will certainly have to work on a little bit and trying to get out the first 200 a little faster to get a little bit more, but he is so good on the back half. This is where he'll start to make his charge. He's not going to be able to charge on Seto. Seto's going to win this.
He scored as many as 24 points in this event. 7 swimmers Seto has jackpotted.
Boy, Aqua looking good right now, 2nd and 3rd. Bourdin and Kalish.
Well, and the strategy when it comes time, Roddy, for the end of the season, they know that they've got this event on lock. No doubt about it.
Yeah, if you think of Seto and Ohashi, what they are able to provide, they know what to do. And look at Seto, he is just sailing along right now. 3:59 flat is the fastest time of the year.
Seto 29 on that last 50, trying to get the win for Tokyo. Daiya Seto so impressive here in this 400 IM. See if he can get under 4 minutes. He does 3:58.65 to get the win.
And Aqua finishes 2nd and 3rd. Nice swim by Bourdin. Bourdin goes right on his best time of the season.
Did not score any points on day number 1, so we'll see if he can answer back here.
And Bernie, this event is the strongest of the day for the men. Almost 29,000 of an aggregate rating, which basically means you add up all their ratings and it adds up to over 28,000. And so this is without a doubt the strongest top to bottom for any men's event.
Just like on the women's side, checkpoint points available at the 200 Greenbank will love to take the points to the bank for London.
Yeah, and Greenbank looking really good. And Greenbank obviously is such a strong backstroker. That's his best event. So if he can kind of use those underwaters to propel him into this checkpoint at the halfway point, that's great for London. He's going to be first at the 100. This is the 200 mark, though, or the checkpoint points, unlike that 400 freestyle where it was the first 100.
Charlie Swanson swimming well for Energy Standard in lane number 4. ISL rank in this event 24th.
Boy, Luke Greenbank, just such a big part of Team Great Britain this past summer. Very important part of their relays.
We saw him win the 200 backstroke, so you know he's going to be good on this part. So maybe you can take it to the bank, if you will, that Greenbank is going to get the 6 points at the checkpoint.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's one thing they said, hey, we know your strength. Your strength is the first half of the race. Let's take advantage of that and grab those really important points and then hang on for dear life if you have to try to not get that jackpotted back. He's going to be first at the 100, or the 200 rather.
And so Greenbank gets 6 points. Smith ends up with 4. Santos with 3.
And Duncan Scott, who we talked about just finishing that 200 freestyle, was 6th at the 200 mark.
He's an Iron Man, right?
He is, man.
My goodness.
That's the 200 free, the 100 free, and the 400 IM. How's that for a triple?
It's like a training session.
I mean, here he comes. Remember, he was 6th at the 200 mark. He was 6th. Think about that for a second.
Yep.
He's 3rd.
And again, in London, trying to separate themselves from Iron. Down to about 30 points the deficit. They love to seal the deal and get a little more advantage right here. Ben Hickson, London trying to finish 2nd. They're eyeing those 3 points.
Boy, I mean, here's the situation. If London can end up finishing 1st and 2nd here with those checkpoint points of Greenbank,
awfully tough.
They're going to be awfully tough to go by him. And they go 1-2 into the 300. Scott moves from 6th to 2nd.
He wishes there was a checkpoint for the second half of the 400 IM. Says, come on, who wrote these rules? Because Scott has surged into the lead now.
Now watch Brendon Smith, though. This guy's going to be tough at the end. He's going to go by Greenbank. Then you have to look at the Iron, who's trying to catch London. Look at where they're at, Bernie. 7th and 8th.
Duncan Scott, he won the 200 IM. He won the 100 free. He won the 200 free. And he's challenging Alameda, trying to win the 400 IM. Excuse me, Brendon Smith for the Breakers. Abby Wood won it on the women's side. And oh, Smith, New York indeed. Down in lane number 1, Roddy trying to get another win after he saw him win the 200 breaststroke and the 200 IM on day number 1. Open up with a 200 butterfly win. Chance to get his 4th victory.
Daiya Seto is exactly what Tokyo needs in a situation like this, where Tokyo is not out of it, especially when you consider how many points the Skins can bring to a team. And we go back to go back to Abby Wood. You know what? I'm trying to. Our records show that was a British record, but now that I'm digging a little deeper, it looks like Hannah Miley does still have the record, Bernie. It's 4:23, so it was not a British record.
Okay.
Not a British record, but one of the fastest time in British history anyway. So Hannah Miley, you can be glad to know that your British record was not taken down. Our sheet says it was a British record, but officially it was not. So Abby Wood was right.
There you go.
Daiya Seto, though, on fire right now. 124 at the 150. He was 30.5 on that 50 backstroke.
You know, there's a jackpot time of the 200 of 4.4 seconds. So if he is ahead by that range at the 200, he steals all the points.
Oh, my. 4.4 seconds at the 200 mark. Well, he's going to do that to at least 2 or 3 swimmers.
All right, Seto, 154.75 earns the 6 points at the checkpoint.
Yeah. He did it all except for 4 swimmers. No, 5 swimmers. He was 154.7. Brendon Smith on the other side of the pool is the only guy closer. You can see him right there with that black cap. He was 157.4. He's almost 3 seconds ahead of Daiya Seto. 3 seconds behind Daiya Seto.
See the scores at the bottom. Tokyo with 342.5 points. As a team right now, they would earn 2 points for their 3rd place finish in this match. Trying to do something here to try to catch LA. Nobody's going to catch the Condors.
So what you're trying to do here as you head into the skins, Bernie, it's really important. Tokyo is first right now. The problem is his teammate is in 8th. Paskakov right there in lane number 2 is 8th, so he'll steal his points away. But then you have to keep an eye on the Current, because that's the team they're battling right now, and the Current are sitting in 6th and 7th. So Tokyo will grab a lot of points, yeah. They're gonna grab a lot of points here, and that's great as you head into the skins game here at the end.
And I think that you're assuming as the season progresses, Ohashi's still going to win a lot of 400 IMs for you at the end of the day, right?
Right. Once she starts to kind of get in shape, especially for that 400 IM. Boy, look at Seto go. The world record holder.
The man on a mission this weekend, folks. Seto with his 4th win.
How about Beta Nelson stepping up for Cali to swim the 400 IM, Bernie?
Yeah, she scored 42.5 points.
Talk about range. I mean, here she is winning the 100 IM over Gorbanko.
Yep.
58 flat, and now she's going all the way up to the 400 IM. Again, just...
But you think from a checkpoint perspective, it's perfect because Beta Nelson she wants to swim the fly and backstroke well.
That's a great point, Bernie. That's an excellent point, because for her butterfly and backstroke, she should be well ahead at the halfway point. And the 400 IM is not her specialty, obviously, but because of that front half speed she has, she'll grab those points. And because of the kind of shape she's in, she's not going to get jackpotted. I just don't think she will.
And again, the checkpoint in this event is at the 200. It's not right here at the 100 as in the 100 IM. 6 points for 1st. Points awarded at the checkpoint 1st through 5th. There she is, nice and smooth.
Yeah.
Beta Nelson.
And she'll give a quick look around the field with about 25 meters left to go to know that I've really got to pour it on here to get into the 200. And this is where fitness is so obvious in the 400 IM, and everybody comes in a little bit different shape here into Italy, just a month off the Olympic Games.
Yeah, Bailey Andison looking her up in lane number 7. We told you how important this event was for DC. And Andison wants to get all 6 of the checkpoint points as well.
And right now, she's right there doing it. In fact, she may be ahead of Beta Nelson. And DC is going to do a great job here at the halfway point, grabbing 1st and maybe 2nd.
Let's see. First and second.
Wow. That is huge. Jacobos and Andison grab those checkpoint points.
That's 10 points on the line.
10 points right there. You see it. Now, here's the big question. Can they hang on and keep those points? That's what they need to be able to do. That is just huge for DC, because as you can see at the bottom, they are 16.5 points behind Aqua, and Aqua is running 6th and 8th right now.
Andison may have a chance to jackpot away some of those Aqua Centurion points right here.
Boy, Jacobos really went for those jackpot points, didn't she, at the beginning?
She did. Yeah.
Because she has fallen back now to running 3rd. But if she gets jackpotted, at least it's her teammate, if she can hang on to win, that will be doing the jackpotting. And you can see DC starting to really get into it now with Andison.
In the lead, 100 meters of freestyle remaining, followed by Beta Nelson. And Sara Franceschi from LA actually 3rd with 100 meters to go. Look at Franceschi moving up.
Yeah, but the red is starting to pop up, not only with LA, but Aqua, and that's one that's a lot more critical for DC. Well, if you're DC, you're rooting for your teammate, but you're also rooting for LA and Cali to keep making noise, because they are in jeopardy. You see down below, and the reds start to pop up on 6th place now.
Andison in the lead, trying to get a huge win for DC. The jackpot time in this event, 10.4 seconds.
Wow.
Andison gets the win, the checkpoint points, and let's see how many points she will haul in at the end of this IM.
Women's 400 IM, just the 4 events remaining. 44
Points awarded at the 200 halfway through.
Over London Raw. 12-point margin between the current and Tokyo. And here in these 400 medleys.
Energy Standard
Big chance for Tokyo.
leading London by 44 points.
A couple of their stars, but
Such a tough race to end a competition with. I mean, if you look at the Olympic Games, it's the very first event. Can you imagine just going through the kind of weekend these athletes have gone through, and then all of a sudden you wrap things up with arguably the most difficult race in all of swimming.
She leads all-time victories in this event.
Shanahan going for those early points. Right next to her on the inside is Paige Madden. Ohashi, the Olympic champion, is currently 3rd, but of course this is a long race. We're only a 4th of the way through it, with Madden in the lead, and no points for the leader at the 100. They still got to go another 100 meters before we decide who's going to get those extra points.
This is why the strategy has to be a critical component here in this IM. And you cannot, especially because it's at the end, you cannot come in here without being in great shape. Fitness is so obvious in the 400 IM, and if you come in here out of shape with the last event on the program, you're going to be in deep trouble. And LA already running 8th. They're going to get jackpotted in a big way, not even halfway through with Tetrakova.
6 points awarded to the leader at 200 meters, and at the moment that's Paige Madden. The good news for her is points are awarded 1st to 5th.
This is great for Paige Madden, because think about it, she was 2nd in the 400 freestyle earlier. She was 2nd in the 200 free, so you just know her freestyle is going to be solid.
Now expect Ohashi to get back into the mix. She's currently 4th.
The checkpoint scores are.
See, Shanahan earns 4 points for London, and at the checkpoint, Energy Standard scores just 1 point.
Shanahan doing a nice job right now. She was only 6th in 200 IM, but she is swimming a great race here. And if you are LA right now, you are pulling for Shanahan.
Franceschi getting into the mix for LA.
Franceschi doing a nice job. If she can kind of break up this little bit of a stranglehold that Tokyo has in running 3rd and 4th, that's going to really help their cause. Boy, the red's starting to pop up, and everybody on that LA bench is cheering for both LA and London right now.
Well, this could be a bit of a surprise if London winds up winning or LA winds up winning an event that we thought would go to Tokyo.
Paige Madden has a great last 100 free, but did she put too much out there in grabbing those checkpoint points? That's what it looks like she tried to do. Get those checkpoint points and then just get us a top 5 finish.
Retakes the lead. What an epic battle this is. London and LA.
London is going to have the leader with 50 meters to go. That's a surprise, folks.
Huge surprise, and if Shanahan can win out those checkpoint points that she got at the 200 mark, remember she grabbed 3rd at the checkpoint, I don't think anybody's going to catch her.
The Olympic champion Ohashi finds herself 3rd. Shanahan trying to jackpot 2 swimmers, and she's going to get the win for London.